Cheers, Hugh. Big crowd building up here at the CBS Arena as we await both the teams to come out onto the field. The Birmingham fans have been in good voice. Short trip down the A46 for them. The players emerge down below us here, just away to our right. The sky blue of Coventry City and the all-black strip of Birmingham City, who are led out tonight by Lucas Jutkovic. No Dion Sanderson for them will be a big blow, giving the two teams then, both sides making changes from last weekend. Coventry make two of them after the loss at Ipswich. Yasin Ayari and Josh Eccles are on the bench. Ellis Sims and Tatsuhiro and Sakamoto both start. There's no Matty Godden, the top scorer, out after his wife gave birth earlier today. Congratulations to them. Collins in goal for Reich, Thomas, Kitching and Bidwell at the back. Shivan Sakamoto behind Sims, O'Hare and Allen, with Haji Wright leading the line. Three changes for Birmingham. Dion Sanderson, we heard from the Birmingham camp earlier, pulled out with an injury overnight. Ethan Lairdy's injured. Ollie Burke drops to the bench. Robert Jutkovic and James come in. Ruddy and goal. We expect a back four: Bakuna, Iwu, Robertson, Buchanan, James and Feeling holding, with Miyoshi, Stansford and Dembele behind Jutkovic, who starts up top. On the bench for Coventry, Wilson, Binks, De Silva, McFadden, Kelly, Latibodiere, Ayari, Eccles and Casey Palmer back, possibly for his first appearance in September. And for Birmingham, Etheridge is the keeper. Hogan, Gardner, Longello, Oakley, Kayla, Sunic, Burke and Donovan, who will come out on top tonight. Courtney Sweetman, Kurt, who are you going for?
I've got to go for Coventry. I just think because of Birmingham's away form is so poor at the moment. I don't think they've won away since August, so that tells its own story. Coventry, good wins against Plymouth, against Millwall. I know they lost against Ipswich, but you just feel like it's starting to come in together for Coventry and Mark Robbins' side. Well,
a weekend of sport we've got through across the TalkSport network. We're here live tonight in the Championship, live and exclusive. Tomorrow we kick off Game Day Live with a doubleheader on TalkSport 2 at 12:30. Live and exclusive Premier League commentary of Crystal Palace against Liverpool. Carruthers, Sam Manifold and Scott Minto there for that one. Here on TalkSport 2, we're exclusively live again in the Championship. Blackburn against Leeds. Leeds taking 7,000 to Blackburn tomorrow. John Jackson, Nigel Adler and Mickey Gray, our team. Then come 3 o'clock, you've got a choice. All the goals as they're going on Game Day Live with Adrian Durham on TalkSport. And on TalkSport 2, we are live and exclusive. Wolves against Forest. Another big game for Steve Cooper and Nottingham Forest. John Jackson, Ian Danter and the former Arsenal man Perry Groves are with you for that one. If you've not got the TalkSport app, now's probably a good time to get it. So many live commentaries coming up over the Christmas period all across the TalkSport network. It's free and available in all the usual places. If you haven't got it, go get it now. If you have got it, click on that live sport button and we will bring you all the action. So the two teams are switching ends here. Coventry will be attacking away to our right hand side, the Sky Blues. That's the end where all the Birmingham fans are. They're still coming in as well. Great support, as you'd expect for a local derby.
Yeah, definitely. We can barely hear ourselves think, can we? And as I said, both sets of fans here be massive for the bragging rights, and Coventry are always so well supported here.
They are indeed. Both teams in a huddle. Brad Collins in his all-white goalkeeping strip, making his way away to the left-hand side, and John Ruddy all in yellow will go now towards those Birmingham City fans who've watched 7 away defeats in a row. Will tonight be the night they start to turn their away form round under Wayne Rooney? We are about to get underway here. TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL. We're live here at the CBS awaiting kickoff. The noise is deafening. Not quite a full house, but it's way over 80% full, I'd suggest, here tonight. Local bragging rights at stake. We're underway, and it's Coventry who will get first use of the ball, and they're going to knock it long, looking with Thomas to send the big diagonal into the edge of the area, and it's allowed to run all the way through and behind for a goal kick to Birmingham.
Yeah, and it's not the best there, weren't all on the same wavelength, but don't mind the idea of early putting it on Birmingham, trying to cause a bit of chaos. It was just the lack of quality on the ball, and the ball was not converging at the right times.
Yeah, so now Birmingham will look to knock it long. You could throw a blanket over all the players just in front of us. Edge of the centre circle. Jutkovic rises, doesn't get anything on it. It's headed out towards the near side where it's picked up down this near side by Stansford. He can't keep it in. And it's now for a throw-in. The referee tonight is Sam Allinson. He'll be, I think, just be happy to get the game on. He was at Alfreton last weekend live on TalkSport 2 and he had to call the game off 10 minutes before the start. No problems tonight. As Coventry clear it forward, it bounces out off the Birmingham player and it's a throw-in on this near side that Sakamoto wanted to take quickly and they'll just leave it now and they'll try and play out from the back. Leivak has it, gets it away to Thomas and a touch for Brad Collins, the goalkeeper. Just a sixth start of the season for him. He's replaced Ben Wilson in goal for Coventry. And Coventry playing out from the back. The noise from the Blues end is absolutely deafening. They're about 80 yards away from us, Courtney, but it's like they're sat next to us.
Yeah, it's unbelievable support, isn't it? And say they're so loud, making themselves known early and trying to get behind their team. They probably know the stats just as well as we do about how poor their team has been away from home recently, so trying to push them on any way they can.
Again, Coventry playing out from the back as they look to do. Bobby Thomas throws it out to the near side. And it goes again back to the keeper Collins. So a little bit of a feeling out process, opening couple of minutes here at the CBS Arena. Now the big diagonal ball out on that far side. Bakuna, who's filling in at right back. No Ethan Laird tonight. He's another one of the injuries for Wayne Rooney. And he lets that roll out. There was a little bit of better news for Rooney in the fact that Kevin Long, Tyler Robertson, Keshi Anderson are all on the way back, should be back maybe just into the new year. Always good to have your squad fit and available.
Yeah, isn't it? It's always a balancing act, especially in the EFL when the games are so relentless, playing midweek and on a weekend most weeks, and I think the physios and the doctors must be the busiest members of staff.
Yeah, ball out over on the far side for a throw-in to Birmingham. Well, we've played nearly 3 minutes, and if this was boxing, it'd be fair to say that neither side have actually thrown a punch yet, have they? They're just dancing around the ring at the moment.
Yeah, I very much think the ball's spent more time off the pitch than it has on it so far.
Yeah, it certainly has. Ball out over on the far side. Coventry have it, and Thomas has it on the edge of the centre circle. Advances forward now, slides the ball. That's a risky pass, and sliding in there was the challenge of Buchanan, who got studs on it, and it goes out into the Coventry dugout and a throw in just over the halfway line for Coventry down their right hand side. You can see the thought process there, trying to get it out wide, Coventry, but the pass didn't reach its intended target, and Coventry again will build from the back.
Yeah, the weight of pass wasn't quite good enough, but it's also the fact that Buchanan does really well anticipating the ball. He sees what's going to happen, and then he can judge that the ball's a little bit short and just has the pace and presence to get in front of Sakamoto there.
Yeah, Sims tries to slide in, he's beaten to the ball, it's thumped away downfield, and it just seems early stages here that neither side want to give anything away too soon.
No, and I totally understand that. I think Birmingham will be absolutely desperate to get some points from an away game, and Coventry just starting on the up again. They know how close it is, and especially within the Championship, you always see it. 3 points can sometimes go such a long way because the teams are so close together. So you don't want a mistake early on that's going to let either side into it.
No, certainly don't. And the ball all the way through to John Ruddy, who's away down the far end of the ground. And he will look to play it out now. Just rolls it onto the floor. They'll try and close him down with Callum O'Hare. All knocked downfield. Headed on by Jutkovic. Here's Stansfield looking to get on the end of it. Does well in a tight spot. Can he keep it in? He'll do better than that. He cuts in and finds Dembele. The back flick was for Jutkovic. It might break here for a shot, but the referee's already blown his whistle. It was Moyoshi who had the shot from the edge of the D. Spilt by Collins, but the referee had blown the whistle for a foul by Jutkovic.
Yeah, it'd already gone, but don't mind it from Moyoshi. And I like the area that he arrives in. Is anticipating the ball really well. He sees it fall into the space and comes onto it, tries to just caress the ball around the goalkeeper Collins, but didn't matter because the whistle had already gone.
Yeah, now Coventry are going forward. Sims is being wrestled and he doesn't get the free kick off the referee, much to the angst of the locals here at the CBS Arena. We mentioned boxing. We've got live boxing for you on Sunday night as well from Bournemouth. Chris Smith defends his title against Mateus Masternak. That's going to be a tough one. Been listening to the likes of Spencer Oliver on TalkSport all week, so it's going to be tough for Chris Smith. You'll hear it live on TalkSport. As now the ball played forward for Stansfield, and Birmingham working down the left-hand side. Looks to keep it in. Can he earn a corner? He's driving into the area, and good defending in the end from Van Ivik, who got just in front of him. But then a bit of hesitation from Thomas, who had a chance to clear. Bounces off Stansfield. Will it break into the box? It does. Here's Jukovic, edge of the 6-yard box, shot blocked. Dembele gets it back. Can he find a teammate? Little back flick back to Stansfield. Here's a chance for the shot from the edge of the area, and the shot comes in from Bielik, and it curls into the arms of Brad Collins. But Coventry there, failing to clear their lines, almost paid the price. Still 0-0.
Yeah, Stansfield though does ever so well down this left-hand side. There's a little bit of cheeky skill in there, beats the full-back and the centre-half in the end. But what I like about it is then on the front foot, Dembele, Jukovic, they're trying to get to the second ball. The shot by Jukovic is a difficult one because he had pretty much no room, and no wonder it hit a defender. But I like the willingness to try and win the ball back high up from the pitch, Birmingham.
Yeah, Stansfield started well, hasn't he? Ball in the Birmingham half here. They're just popping off a couple of passes. Jordan James, one of 3 recalled tonight. Ball midway inside the Birmingham half. And now they'll go back and look to build out from the back with Mark Roberts. His first start of the season tonight in the league for the Blues. Looks forward to Jukovic, who's involved in a wrestle. And he's done well, Jukovic, on the floor. He's won it on the floor. Bielik will pick it up from him. Bielik now lays the ball off. And forward now comes Bakuna, who's up from fullback into midfield. Gets it away on the near side. And now they'll work it out to Stansfield, who's operating on the left and has been a handful early on. Tries to get it away for Buchanan. Now Stansfield tries to drive past his man. I think it came off Buchanan, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Coventry City. Just to mention that boxing again, our excellent boxing team at Bournemouth: John Rawlins, Spencer Oliver, Adam Cattrall and Gareth A. Davis, one of the best teams in the business. The boxing live. We've got live cricket tomorrow as well on TalkSport 2, the third ODI from the West Indies. Only place you'll hear it is here on TalkSport 2 as Dembele nicks the ball away. Neat footwork in the centre of the field. Here now is Mayoshi. Does well to spread the ball out. Bakuna's going to shoot from distance, and again it's straight at Brad Collins, who in the opening 8 minutes has had 3 shots to save early on. Yeah,
he has. And Bakuna, you can see what he's going to try and do. Yes, not normally a right back, we know that, and more about going forward, and we're seeing that early on. The fact is he's trying to join in, and what is quite interesting actually, because James is recognising that, so it's probably something that they've worked on, because as soon as Bakuna goes, James just starts to sit in a little bit from midfield just to make sure, have that insurance that if Coventry do win the ball back, they don't get caught on balance. Birmingham.
Oh, that's a crunching tackle. That could be a yellow card. Bakuna there flies in on Callum O'Hare, and the referee is going to, I think, go to his pocket here. It's right over on the far side of the field. Well, that was an uncompromising tackle. Hasn't shown the yellow card, has he, just yet? I think he's waiting. Bakuna is called now the yellow card, and well, there'll be some contentious decisions over the footballing weekend, Courtney Sweetman-Kirk, but that was not one of them.
No, certainly not. Just completely times it all wrong. The ball had gone about a second after he makes contact with the player there, Bakuna, and now 9 minutes in on a yellow card, playing in a bit of an unfamiliar position as a defender. It's not a position that you really want to be in.
No, it's not. Now Coventry will work the way forward. Good interception from Buchanan, who knocks it long and downfield, and it's picked up at the back by Coventry, who will now look to work their way forward. They've had a lot of ball in their own half. They haven't yet been able to work it through the thirds. The likes of Sims and Hadji right up top, not really had too much ball to work with. Will they get something now? As on this near side, they'll feed it into the feet of Jamie Allen, who looks to spread it out wide, and Bakuna went in and he had to make that tackle. It was risky as he slid in on Bidwell, but he got the ball.
Yeah, he times it right that time, but I think for me, if I'm Coventry, that's what I'm trying to do. Switch the ball quick, try and open up the spaces, especially if you can get it out to that right-hand side and catch Bakuna out in terms of his positioning, because then he's going to have to make a rash challenge, and next thing you know, Birmingham could be down to 10 players.
Yeah, they could be, as Ben Sheaf works it out on the left. Cross comes in, Bakuna blocks it down the Birmingham right-hand side. Coventry just starting to push forward as we approach 10 gone on TalkSport 2. Mark Wilson and the Former Liverpool and Sheffield United striker Courtney Sweetman-Kirk has a ball deep towards the penalty area. Really comes out and collects it nicely. And Birmingham get it back. 0-0, 10 gone.
Yeah, it's a poor ball by Roberts in the end, but it's a brilliant run from O'Hare. He starts just to the left-hand side of the box and holds his run. He runs across the box with pace and purpose, hands up. You knew exactly where he wanted the ball, but Roberts just couldn't quite oblige.
It is still goalless here, but Birmingham started well. Jutkiewicz wins a header. Coventry wanted an offside flag, and eventually we get one over on the far side of the ground, and Dembele had just strayed offside. And we mentioned that attacking threat. You look at Dembele, Stansfield have got 10 goals between them. Mioshi's got 3 as well. There is threat in this Birmingham side.
Yeah, there is, and I think you can see the way that they're playing and the powers that they possess. They're quite happy to sit in, but once they go and try and press, they are explosive, they are fast, and it's definitely something to exploit, especially with Jutkiewicz up there trying to be that link player. He can hold it up, and if he can play off him and get the pace round him, that's where Birmingham will get in.
Well, here's Sims down the sideline, and he's chopped down right on the edge of the area, and it's going to be a free kick, probably about 3 or 4 metres out from the left-hand side of the penalty area, right on the goal line. And the referee, well, Bakuna is over there, but I don't think it was Bakuna who made the challenge, was it?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Either way, he's walking away swiftly if it was him to try and get away from the referee.
Well, this is like a short corner, isn't it, at hockey? They've got the ball down by the goal line. What can they do? Everybody is back for Birmingham. Clean sheets. I know they got one against Rotherham, but they have been a problem for Wayne Rooney's side, and he looks on from the dugout. What will they do? Will they swing it in? It's down the left-hand side. Ruddy waits on the goal line. The Sky Blues are packing in and around the edge of the 6-yard box. The likes of Allen wait on the edge of the area. It's played deep to the far post, headed back into the area by Thomas, who will come out on this near side and retain possession. Can he get a crossing from the right? He drives it in. It's cleared away at the near post by Birmingham. Bakuna's touch is a good one. He's right over on this near side, and that's great skill from Bakuna. Gets away from 2 and now plays the ball forward, and it could be in here. Stansfield racing forward. Did he put a shove on Van Ivik? Well, he'll get the ball back to his goalkeeper. Well, we've seen the good and the bad of Bakuna. The crunching tackle that got him a yellow card, but that skill, Courtney, was outstanding.
Yeah, it was, and a standing little piece of skill. And Stansfield, you see exactly what he's trying to do. He's always thinking about getting down that left wing, trying to put Van Ivik under pressure. He doesn't, then he's got the pace to match him. But you can see what Birmingham do when they win the ball back and trying to catch Coventry out of shape and play the ball quickly, but they just can't quite find the final pass at the moment.
Stansfield looks dangerous every time he gets it. He feeds it into midfield. Miyoshi over the halfway line. Birmingham attacking right to left. 0-0 here. 13 gone on TalkSport 2. The start of another huge weekend of sport. Live Premier League football. Exclusive live Premier League football. We've got football from the Championship tomorrow. We're in League One on Monday night. We've got live international cricket and live international boxing as well, as Dembele finds himself in space down the left-hand side. 3 black shirts waiting. 3-4 step-overs. Lays it back now for Lee Buchanan. Buchanan puts an inviting cross towards Jutkiewicz. He's headed away at the far post, and it should be dealt with by Hadji Wright, who's back on the edge of his own area, and he finds a nice pass for Allen, and Allen streaking away. Sims made a good run in front of him, but they go instead to Hadji Wright. Right now already on the edge of the box. He's gone past Bakuna, and then a crunching tackle comes in from Mark Roberts, who knocks it out for a throw in. Good old-fashioned defending. Take the ball and whatever else comes with it. Yeah,
it was a fantastic tackle, but I was just watching Hadji Wright as well, the challenge before with Bakuna, and you can just see now with Bakuna, he's a bit tentative. He doesn't want to dive in. He knows that obviously he can't make another big challenge because he's going to be off the pitch, and I think I said it earlier, but if I'm Coventry, I'm just trying to get down their left-hand side and try and face Bakuna up, get him 1v1 and get him to make a challenge.
Well, they are down that side now. They've got a chance to put the ball in from the left and lay it back. Lovely back heel from O'Hare. Into the area they go. 1-2, chance for the cross. Great block there at the near post by Roberts. It had to be as well. Coventry starting to turn on the style here. Corner for them, 0-0.
Yeah, it was brilliant by Roberts in the end, but nice play from Coventry as well. Just out on that left-hand side, 1 and 2 touch around the box, little back flicks, and see there's a lot of confidence there, but just can't quite find the end pass.
Corner then, and again everybody back for Birmingham. Ball again is just floated high towards the penalty spot area. It comes off the head of a Coventry attacker. It'll be recycled. Sims will hook it back in. It's just poked up in the air. Sims on the edge of the area. Rather led with his shoulder there, and Birmingham will get the ball away to Dembele, and Dembele will earn a free kick. I think Sam Allison there could have maybe given once or twice before he eventually blew up. But what did you make of that delivery? Kitchen got on the end of it, but it was so floaty, the ball, he's going to struggle to get any power on it.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think the balls in there have got to be flat, because having to put that much power on the ball in a box when it's full of other players and you're jostling for positions as it is, you can't do that and get the power on the ball.
Ball play forward for Jutkovic. Again, he wins the header, but Dembele wasn't quite on the right wavelength. If anything, the header from Jutkovic was too good. It powered it away from him, but Stansfield has forced an error from Van Ivik on this near side, and it's out for a throw into Birmingham. Wayne Rooney's got the big long puffer jacket on and the baseball cap. Is in conversation with the fourth official at the moment. It smiles all round at the moment as the ball played out wide for Bakuna, who's in a good position down the Birmingham right. He advances towards the edge of the area. Three-way in the middle. Cross blocked at source is picked up by O'Hare, and O'Hare now will look for support. He needs it as well, but they play their way nicely to Allen, and now Ben Sheaf, the captain, has got it, and he will knock it out wide on the Coventry right. They approach halfway, and they'll earn a throw-in over on that far side. The game just starting to get going now, isn't it? Yeah,
it's just starting to open up, and Coventry having a little bit more of the possession and trying to work through the thirds, but I think Birmingham are almost like a coiled spring. They're just waiting on a mistake, waiting on things to open up properly, and then trying to just get all the forward players with that pace in terms of Dembele and Stansfield forward to try and join the attack with Jutkovic.
Well, Ivor gets it into the feet here of Sims, who plays it wide. Here now is a chance for Sakamoto. Cuts in, curling, cross to the far post, headed away. Again, it's Roberts with a header. He's been busy tonight. Ball cleared to halfway where Liam Kitchen will pick it up. Gets it away on the Coventry left-hand side, and Birmingham just been pushed back a little bit at the moment. They do like to play on the break, Birmingham, but they're having to defend at the moment. They're keeping their shape nicely. There's a ball now on this near side. Sakamoto does a nice little bit of skill, takes him past Buchanan. Can he get to the byline? He will. Can he produce the cross? He's deflected and goes behind, and it's another corner, this time down the right-hand side, and Sakamoto there showing his quality.
Yeah, you can see what Coventry are trying to do on both sides, trying to use the width, draw Birmingham out, and then get a good cross in the box, but so far that final product, the killer ball, hasn't quite found its way into the box and found a Coventry player.
Well, they've got a chance now. Every player, barring Brad Collins, is within 30 yards of the Birmingham goal. All the Birmingham players, I think there's I count 7 of them, now 8 of them, inside the 6-yard box. It's congested in there. Can John Ruddy get hands on this? This time it's a deeper delivery, and Ruddy did so well there. Claims the ball in a flurry of bodies. That was good handling from Ruddy, good experience and good quality, and he bowls the ball out over on the far side, and it's Miyoshi who brings it down. And now Birmingham can come forward. Eventually Bielik will go back to Roberts, who plays it out to Buchanan, and Wayne Rooney's encouraging his team forward here on the near sideline. One win in 8 for Rooney so far as boss of the Blues. Not the start he would have wanted. Then Sheaf has it, goes back, and Coventry will just roll it back to their keeper, Brad Collins. We've had 19 minutes already here on TalkSport 2. Mark Wilson with the former Sheffield United striker Courtney Swinton. Kurt, what have you made of it so far?
Yeah, it's been furious. I think everything we expect from a derby, really. Maybe the first 3 or so minutes it was a little bit cagey, but as it's gone on, it's starting to open up. Is it definitely a bit of a clash in terms of Coventry having more of the possession and Birmingham looking to play on the counter-attack. Although, say that, Bobby Thomas, who was just on the ball there, yes, they're playing out from the back, but at times when he's seeing the ball, he's trying to play the long ball to O'Hare in particular, but can't quite find the end product.
Yeah, well, Collins has just passed it straight to Bielik, and now here coming forward is Bakuna, edge of the area, tries to tease it in, but it's deflected away, and it'll go out for a throw-in over on the far side. So a chance here for Birmingham, attacking away down to our left-hand side here. They've got a throw-in about 20 yards away from the right-hand corner flag. And they'll look now as Dembele goes running across, looking to be an outlet for this throw-in. Jutkovic and Stansfield wait in the middle. Should they be able to engineer an opening? Iossi lays it back. There is a chance for a cross, but they opt to delay it. Now it'll come in. Deep, high ball. Jutkiewicz climbs, gets a header on it, but not enough on it. And Collins will skip across his goal line. It wasn't going in and gathers it just wide of his right hand upright. But mention that playing out from the back, Courtney, and passes like that from Brad Collins are going to invite trouble.
Yeah, and that's where playing out from the back when it works looks absolutely brilliant. But we know and we've seen it time after time that it can be dangerous when you're losing the ball in your own defensive third. Next thing you know, the attacking team are on you, so it's got to be done with precision and pace as well. The tempo of the ball was so important.
Here's Hadji Wright, turns nicely, now he drives forward, he's got support with him, he gets bundled over, referee's playing advantage. Wright is down, he needs to get up here. Van Ijwijk, he slipped just on the right hand side of the area at a crucial moment, but he wins the ball back and it hasn't gone out, it's kept in here, and there's a chance on the edge of the area for Coventry. Van Ijwijk gets it back, he plays it into the feet there of O'Hare, back on the right hand side. Van Ijwijk gets the cross in, it's cleared away, and Birmingham survived there, but there was a real threat there. Hadji Wright with the initial turn, now Stansfield going the other way, and across in front of him comes Jamie Allen, who guides it back to his keeper. It's starting to get end to end now.
I mean, the first one's unfortunate for Van Ijwijk because he slips, but then when he wins the ball back again and there's a little bit of a challenge and gets down that right hand side, can you just find yourself a little bit of composure when you're putting the ball in the box? But again, Coventry can't find that last pass when needed.
Here's Sakamoto again. They're backing off him, he's 20 yards out, he cuts in, I thought he was going to shoot, lays it across the edge of the area, finds Jamie Allen, who was encouraged to shoot from 25 yards, rides one challenge, gets it away, it's back to Van Ijwijk on this near side, puts in a good looking cross, and the volley blocked, and it didn't quite fall to Sakamoto, and Birmingham happy just to get the ball out of play.
It's better though, that's a better ball from the right back there. I think it's Callum O'Hare that's rushing in trying to get the diving header on it, and I think that maybe then a little bit puts Ellis Sims off when it comes to him. He's sort of all over the place trying to stretch for it, but it's a much better ball in from wide areas.
Here now, the ball work forward from Ben Sheaf. Finds O'Hare, edge of the area, tried to feed it into Sims, he was dispossessed, the ball comes back to Sheaf. And Ivik has it on this near side, gets it out here to Sakamoto, lays it now for the fullback, cross comes in from the right hand side, great save! The shot, Sims I think it was who got hold of that one, and it's straight at John Ruddy. Anywhere else and Coventry would have been in front.
Yeah, and it's a good connection on the ball, to be fair. The final ball in the last couple of times been a lot better from Coventry. I think it's actually O'Hare with his weaker right foot, but does well because it bounces just before him, and all he's trying to do is side foot it towards goal, and if it's not straight at John Ruddy, that is 1-0 to Coventry.
Yeah, it was O'Hare, and now the ball out on the right here. Sakamoto has it, Coventry on top, 23 gone, 0-0 on TalkSport 2 tonight. Game day live to come tomorrow, exclusive live commentaries from the Championship and the Premier League tomorrow across the TalkSport network. Oh, poor pass from Bobby Thomas, who had almost too much time there, and he couldn't find Sakamoto, and the pressure valve relieved. It is out for a throwing over on this near side. 23 and a half gone, 0-0. But Coventry on top.
Yeah, just that ball though is poor, isn't it, from Bobby Thomas. He's not quite found his passing range, both short and long at the moment. It was a really good area for Coventry to be in, so it's a shame for them to give the ball away the way they did.
Birmingham will throw it from their left back position. Jutkiewicz earns a free kick, got shoved in the back, and the ball will be 10 metres in from this near side. Wayne Rooney again looks on Mark Robbins, looks on two former Manchester United players, now managing in the Championship, both looking for points to get them up the table. Birmingham just a point better off than Coventry as Ruddy comes right across to this near side to take the goal kick. He would have been relieved that O'Hare effort was straight at him, because anywhere else he might have been struggling. As he plays the ball high, midway inside the Coventry half, Jutkiewicz went to the ground, he wanted a free kick, he didn't get one. O'Hare is closed down and dispossessed by Jordan James. A couple of challenges going, referee favours Birmingham and gives them a free kick just their side of the halfway line. Well, it's been frantic at times, but we're just starting to see a little bit of quality into the game now, but we still await the first goal. The West Midlands derby to get your sporting weekend underway, and what a weekend it will be across the TalkSport network, as Iwo goes back to Ruddy. No Dion Sanderson, ever present up until tonight, out with a foot problem for Birmingham. Nice ball to Dembele, centre circle, goes down and looked like he was going to skip away, but the referee gives him a free kick and Birmingham will get the ball down and play it quickly. Here's Christian Bielik now. Just stops and waits, gives it to Dembele. Neat little turn, but just showed too much of it. And the ball is eased back to Collins, the former Barnsley keeper. Finds Hadji Wright, who looks for Sims, who's beaten in the air by Iwo, but Coventry will pick up the pieces. Neat little turn there from Jamie Allen, gets him out of trouble. Diminutive midfielder, but good on the ball. Ball out now here, down this near side to Sakamoto. Crunching tackle goes in, and it's out for a throw-in. Well, it's certainly blood and thunder at the minute, isn't it? Still 0-0.
Yeah, I just feel like though it's Coventry that are really starting to push this. The team that are in the ascendancy just feel like they're the ones creating the better opportunities. There's more quality in that final third as well, and because then they're more composed with their passing, the accuracy is better. It's giving Birmingham less opportunities to win the ball back and play on the counter-attack.
Yeah, they have only been beaten once here at the CBS, Coventry. That was to West Brom. They have drawn an awful lot of games though. But now they're looking to attack, and here's Hadji Wright at the edge of the area. If he pulls it back, it goes between two. They're queuing up. Can someone get a shot on it? And eventually the shot is blocked by Ben Chief. Well, there was Sakamoto and Sims, and he bisected them both, didn't he? And now they're going the other way. Stansfield now, down the left-hand side, level with the edge of the area. Another great Coventry chance. Stansfield goes past two into the area, gets it to Dembele. Dembele with a curling shot way past the far post. Miyoshi was screaming for it. 12 yards out, he didn't look, he went for the shot and he missed the target. 0-0, but chances at both ends.
Yeah, no wonder Miyoshi was screaming for it, because he was in a fantastic position there. I understand why Dembele takes it on. Where he is, he's trying to use the defender as a little bit of a wall, and he's got the ability to curl it in that right hand corner, but it's the wrong decision, and up the other end Coventry do extremely well, and it's the right pass from me from terms of Hadji Wright, but in terms of where the forwards are running, they're both on the same line, and that's why the ball misses both of them out in the end.
Yeah, Buchanan's just side down Sakamoto. Didn't get a free kick, didn't get a card for it. 27 gone here at CBS Arena, live on TalkSport 2 tonight. But Coventry have just created a couple of really good chances. Stansfield, as I said from the outset, has looked to threat Dembele, lively. So Birmingham have got threats going the other way, but now a chance here. They're trying to attack Bacuna again. Bacuna gets across as we welcome along listeners on TalkSport here. We're live on TalkSport 2 at the CBS Arena. There could be a chance for Coventry. It's Coventry 0, Birmingham 0. And on the break forward now comes Dembele for Birmingham, driving at the heart of the defence. 4 sky blue shirts around him, goes down edge of the area, nothing doing. And the game, Courtney Sweetman-Kirk, former Sheffield United striker, really starting to open up. We've seen Coventry miss a couple of chances. They're on top. Yeah,
they're certainly on top, but Dembele as well a couple of times. He's got into some fantastic positions, but just not finding the right pass at the right time. I think there, when so many Coventry defenders are converging on him, he can lay that off to his right, and I think it was Jukiewicz that's in acres of space, but Coventry going forward. O'Hare's had a really good shot save. They've created another really good opportunity, and the team, for me, Coventry are the ones that they're in the ascendancy.
Yeah, and they're coming forward again here. Coventry on the edge of the area. Neat little step over, almost bulldozing his way through tackles was Ben Chief. Well, it's end-to-end action here. The full game is live and exclusive on TalkSport 2 right now. Ask your smart speaker to play TalkSport 2 or listen on the app as O'Hare into the area. O'Hare fires it in, and Coventry have got the lead. Callum O'Hare and his third start of the season for the Sky Blues has poked it in from close range. Our Wayne Rooney's Birmingham. Well, their away woes go on. O'Hare with a magic and fires Coventry in front.
Well, we spoke before the game about O'Hare and how important he is to the Coventry side, and he's shown it already. It's not just a goal for me, his movement has been fantastic. You can see his right at it, he looks fully fit, he looks sharp, and we saw it there in terms of the little 1-2, and then just waiting that extra half a second to get the shot off. Just wait and see what John Ruddy, the keeper, does. I think John Ruddy's expected him to go across the goal, but he just slots it in the near post in the tiniest of spaces, but John Ruddy was already on his way down to his right hand side, and it's a really well worked goal for Coventry.
It is. They lead by a goal to nil. As we were saying, this game is live and exclusive over on TalkSport 2. If you got the app, then come and join us, because this is a cracker. It's Coventry 1, Birmingham 0. So Callum O'Hare, his first of the season, neat finish from close range, and I think, based on what we've seen early on here, Courtney, a deserved lead.
Yeah, definitely. They've looked the more aggressive going forward, got more shots up and shots on target. Big opportunity we mentioned about O'Hare earlier on that was saved. It was right at Ruddy, but especially down that right hand side, I think they've been fantastic, and O'Hare has been at the heart of everything. He's been buzzing round, and he looks, considering the amount of time that he's had laid off and being unable to play and doing his rehab and injured, he looks really, really sharp. Yeah, we heard from him before kick-off here on TalkSport 2 as Buchanan slices the ball down. Wayne Rooney encouraging his team. We heard the comments that he made after that draw with Rotherham last week. Well, they might have more to say after this one if it is going to be 8 defeats on a spin away from home. Still lots of time to turn it round, but they concede first here at the CBS, and Coventry now are attacking, looking for more goals as the ball not convincingly cleared away, but they work it nicely for Bielik. Ball over the top. If Dembele's onside, he could have chased it, but it's too near to Collins, who's out quickly to collect it. Still 1-0 Coventry lead. Yeah, got to be careful though, because the way that Coventry back line steps up, especially Bobby Thomas there, if that ball's right, Dembele is in acres of space and he would have been miles onside. Still 1-0 here. Collins has it, edge of his own 6-yard box, and it's the Sky Blues fans you can hear singing here. Mark Robbins side in front as Allen does well to get it away. Here now is Hadji Wright. Wright cuts in off the left touchline, feeds it now to O'Hare. O'Hare to the edge of the area, went for the shot. It was well blocked by Awu, needed to be as well. Again, Coventry had lots of bodies forward. Ball forward for Dembele. His touch is impeccable. Needs to find a teammate. Bielik does well. Finds James. And now Birmingham looking to attack. Mayoshi cuts in field. Mayoshi goes down, and that's going to be a free kick. They're not happy about that. Bidwell thought that Mayoshi went to ground a little bit too easily there, but it's a free kick 35 yards out for Birmingham. Yeah, I agree. It looks soft, to be honest. There may have been a bit of contact, but it looks soft to me. But I think this is the only way that Birmingham potentially get back in the game on the counter-attack or from a set piece, because aside from that, playing through the third, building up, they've not offered a lot. And O'Hare again with another shot blocked. He's really right at it tonight. Yes, free kick then, 30 yards out, just to the right of goal. Bakuna and Mayoshi are over it. Coventry are trying to hold a high line. They're on the edge of their 18-yard box. Collins waits on his goal line. Might just be sorting his wall out at the moment. It is a long way out for a shot. You'd be disappointed if your keeper gets beat from there. Mayoshi is a left-footed option, Bakuna a right-footed option. But the jostling edge of the area. Bakuna floats it in. It's too deep, headed away at the far post by Liam Kitching. Bakuna heads it back into the edge of the area. Bielik does well. Here's Mayoshi now. Edge of the area. Looking to drive across goal. It's cleared away 6 yards out. Vital interception there for Coventry. Thomas, I think it was. Clears it over on the far side. Yeah, he does well, Bobby Thomas. I'll give him a little bit of stick for his in possession, but out of possession there does really well. Knows where Jutkowicz is. He's looking over his back shoulder and then drops in, times it really well just to get a good ball, good clearance as well out of the box. Back in the Championship tomorrow on TalkSport 2, all part of our Game Day Live offering, 12:30. We're live and exclusive at Ewood Park, Blackburn against Leeds, as Bielik drives down the edge of the area, and he's won himself a corner. So Birmingham with a set-piece opportunity. Choice of listing tomorrow lunchtime, live and exclusive on TalkSport. Palace against Liverpool. Faker of the Sam Matterface and the former Chelsea and Benfica man Scott Minto, our commentary team for that one. Corner then for Birmingham, trailing by a 1-0 here at the CBS Arena. Live on TalkSport 2. Everybody back for Coventry now. Corner from the Birmingham right. Bakuna with a delivery. Swings it in. It's allowed to bounce, and it comes off the backside, I think, of a Birmingham attacker, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Yeah, certainly not what Birmingham wanted there in terms of the ball. Not even missing the first man there, and that's important. And as I mentioned, I think chances have been at a real premium for Birmingham, so when they do get good opportunities like that and set pieces, they need to make sure the ball in's good. 35 on the clock.
here on TalkSport 2. Coventry 1, Birmingham 0, but Birmingham have nicked it high up the field, but Dembele just couldn't quite control it. There was a chance there. It was good work again from Bakuna. We've seen quite a bit of him. He's obviously playing at right back, Courtney, but he's coming into midfield whenever he can, isn't he, to get the ball?
Yeah, and it's about being expansive, isn't it? And we know that, yes, there's formations, but football now, it's so progressive. But is that Stansfield that's gone down?
Stansfield's gone down in a tackle with Van Ivik. Look, innocuous. Ball is with Van Ivik down the other end, though. Could deliver across to the near post, and it's cleared off the line. Well, Sims was in there, but he couldn't force it over the line. It'll fall here. Chance from 25 yards out, and the shot from Sakamoto takes a deflection, and it's a Coventry corner.
I think that's a real good save from Ruddy as well. It's low to his feet. He gets down. I think he sticks a foot out and does really well, because Sims was only a couple of yards out, manages to get something on it, and yeah, it's a great save by the right foot of Ruddy.
And there were two Sky Blues following it up, but they just couldn't get anything on it. And Ruddy does well, maybe deserved his little bit of fortune. And it was Roberts who cleared it away after the save. Corner from the Coventry right, leading by a goal to nil. Ball whipped in with a bit more pace this time. It'll fall to Allen. I thought he was going to hit that first time. He might wish he had it done now. Van Ivik will get it. They're going back down that left-hand side, and a chance now to put the cross in. Cross is deep. There's players at the far post. It's headed behind by Buchanan, and it's another corner down this near side. Liam Kitchen had stayed forward, and he was waiting, but Buchanan clears it for a corner.
Yeah, it was. It probably wasn't the best ball in, slightly overhit, but as you mentioned, Liam Kitchen was just lurking in that back post. He was ready just to head that back across, back into the box, back into the bodies, but defended well in the end.
So they'll come across and take it on this near side. It's Jake Bidwell, isn't it, who's coming across to take it. Another corner. The Birmingham fans look on. They don't want to see any more action down that end. They trail by a goal to nil. The goal from Callum O'Hare on half an hour. There's the ball now going to be swung in. Good delivery. Wicked delivery. Oh, that looked like handball. It's not given. Birmingham look to handle it. Shot comes in and it goes over the top. And now the Coventry players surround the official. It looked to me like that was handled in the area by Birmingham.
Yeah, it looked like that to me as well, Mark. And I think you can always tell to a degree by the reaction of all the players. I don't agree with surrounding. The referee has made his decision, and we know we've got no VAR to look back at it, but it did look like it hit a hand there.
Yeah, the Birmingham player just leant into it, didn't they? Looked like they used their arm. Again, no VAR, and well, let's rejoice in that. We take the referee's decision as it is, and we move on. It's still 1-0 to Coventry. 38 on the clock at the CBS, live on TalkSport 2. Dembele heads it on. Stansfield has recovered from that knock. Hooks it down the near side. Jutkovic trying to hold off Van Ivik, who does really well. Well, that's like little and large, and the ball's gone out, and the referee's going to say it's a goal kick.
Yeah, brilliant defending, though, because what Van Ivik does so well is, yes, he knows that he's not going to out-muscle Jutkovic, but he gets his body in between Jutkovic and the ball, and knows that as soon as Jutkovic does anything, he's got to push him over. It's a foul, so it's really clever play there, and he's defended really well so far, the right back. Yeah,
it is a goal kick to Coventry. O'Hare with a goal that has the Sky Blues in front against the Blues. Here's Thomas at the back. We'll lay it back to Collins. The ball on this near side. Ivak gets it back, and the keeper gets it again. Trying to play out from the back, Coventry. Birmingham have got plenty of black shirts forward, but can't quite seem to win the ball back. Now they'll play it here to Collins on this, Thomas on this near side. He plays it forward. Good looking run from Sims. Roberts across is holding him off. Good strong defending from Roberts, but he's given the ball away. And now there's a chance here for Sheaf, who gets his pocket picked by Bielik. And now the ball goes forward, and Mayoshi has it on the far side. He's sprinting down that right touchline. Allen gets across to close him down. Birmingham have got it midway inside the Coventry half. Good play from Mayoshi, and then they've given it away. And there could be a chance here for Sims again, who picks it up, but his first touch was poor. And Bakuna nicks in and takes it away from him. Well, I think when we got here, Courtney, we heard that Dion Sanderson wasn't going to be playing. We were a little bit worried about the back for Birmingham, but Mark Roberts has come in. He's been colossal, hasn't he, so far?
I'll tell you what, that is fantastic defending up against Sims, who looked like he was the one going to win that battle. sort of half a yard he had seemed to favour him, but Roberts did extremely well.
Well, here come Coventry down the left again. They put the cross in after good work from Hadji Wright. Bidwell was on the overlap, and now they've got a corner. Coventry are starting to get a lot of joy down the flanks here. And yeah, just a word from Mark Roberts. First start of the season, he's been great.
Yeah, he was. He's been fantastic, and as I mentioned, Sims looked like he was the one in favour of winning that battle, but nothing wrong with that, what Roberts did. It's just a big arm across, nice and strong, getting his body in between Sims and the ball, and yeah, did extremely well.
40 minutes on the clock. Coventry lead by a goal to nil. They've got a corner. It's going to be an away swinging corner. Again, everybody back for Birmingham. Mark Robbins looks on from the technical area. Again, it's floated towards the edge of the area. Mayoshi will head it away, and Alan waits and will go back inside his own half. Ivic gets it away to Sakamoto. He goes past one, looks to spread it out. It's a great pass on this near side for Thomas. Thomas goes past Buchanan. Will he keep it in? He won't. And it's almost one of them there, is it, from Bobby Thomas? If he stays still, he'll get crunched by Buchanan, but he got a free kick.
Yeah, and that's the one where it's so frustrating, because there's the intent there that if he does make contact, it's, you know, it'll be a really bad challenge. But the fact that Bobby Thomas tries to get himself out of the way, and then the ball is too far in front of him by that moment, he loses it when really it isn't his fault.
No, goal kick for John Ruddy. He's made a couple of decent saves in this first half, but he was beaten by Callum O'Hare's close range shot. Stansfield looked like he handled that. The referee has seen that one, and it's a free kick for Coventry just inside their own area. Busy day of football tomorrow. Game Day Live kicks off 12:30. Palace against Liverpool, live and exclusive on TalkSport. Baker of the Sam Matterface and the former Chelsea and Benfica man Scott Minto here on TalkSport 2. We're live at Ewood Park. Blackburn against Leeds, 12:30 kick-off with John Jackson, Nigel Adley and the former Sunderland man Mickey Gray. Then at 2:30, Game Day Live with Adrian Durham. All the goals as they go in all around the grounds. And on TalkSport 2, we'll have live commentary of Wolves against Nottingham Forest, live and exclusive with Ian Danter and a former Arsenal man, Perry Groves. Lots to look forward to. Live international cricket, West Indies, England, live and exclusive on TalkSport 2 tomorrow from 5. There's a ball played forward to Stansfield. He can't this time hold on to it. Ball kept in but given away by Ben Sheaf, and it's forward to Jutkovic, who's really fed on scraps so far. James gets the ball out to Mayoshi. Mayoshi's got Bakuna outside him, looks for the return ball. Dembele is crunched. Is that going to be a free kick? No, referee's played on, and there could be a chance here. Hadji Wright is in behind Bakuna. Has got to be careful. Did he bring him down? No, says the referee, and Bakuna stands over Hadji Wright as if to say, how dare you get back on your feet. But Bakuna, who's already been booked, would have had his heart in his mouth.
Yeah, I can only feel like Bakuna is living on borrowed time at the moment. You know, that was a challenge that didn't get pulled up by the referee, but every time he goes into a challenge, I'm wincing a little bit, because if he gets it wrong, he's off.
And Hadji Wright, we had him down as the target man, but he's almost playing off the front, isn't he? And he's having a lot of joy as looked like Jutkovic got clattered there. He's got up hopping around. Ball's played forward for Dembele. He's not going to get on the end of that. That's going out for a goal kick. As we go in the last 90 seconds of the opening 45 here. Lively old start in the West Midlands derby. Coventry lead Birmingham by a goal to nil. I'd have to say, based on what we've seen, Courtney, a very fair scoreline at the moment.
Yeah, it is, and actually probably you could argue that if Coventry were 2-0 up, it wouldn't flatter them either. I don't think Birmingham have created enough within the game, really put Collins under enough pressure to warrant being level.
Ball is in goal, played out from the back by Coventry, who've given it away. Strong challenge goes in. It's going to be picked up here by Bielik. Gets it away, and he now will feed it out wide. Here's Stansfield. Sakamoto's got back with defending to do. Stansfield's skill was good, but Sakamoto's tenacity got him the ball back, and now he'll get it back in the right back position. And they're, reluctant to go long. They're still trying to play their way out, and that's a risky pass for Allen, who's got nowhere to go. And now maybe the time for Ivic just to play it forward, and he does. And that's well done by Coventry. The fans enjoyed that. Forward they go now with Kitching. Ball back to Kitchen, but Jutkiewicz did well to nick it away from him, but then, I thought he'd fallen over his own feet, but he's gone down again clutching that ankle, and he's drawn the whistle of Sam Allison. It's a free kick for Birmingham as we find out how long he's going to be added on here. I can't imagine it would be too long.
Santa's walking down the press box as well. Wow.
Yeah. Should be resting up. He's got a busy month ahead. But he's here watching Coventry. He should be listening at home on the app, on the TalkSport app. We have got one added on minute here at the CBS Arena. And it is 1-0. Will that lead for Coventry hold? They've got one more bit of defending to do here. It's a free kick that Bakuna's going to take. Coventry defending about 23-24 yards out of their own goal. Here comes the delivery. It's towards the keeper, who should come out and catch it, and he does. Brad Collins, no pressure on him at all, and he knocks it long. There are two Blues defenders back. O'Hare's chasing, and it'll fall to Hadji Wright. There might be a chance up the other end. We are in added on time here. 1-0 the lead. Bidwell feeds it wide on the left, then goes hunting full, but I think Coventry are quite happy with what they've got here, and they're just popping off the passes now, waiting for the referee to blow the half-time whistle here. It's been a very entertaining first 45, and it's a standing ovation for the majority of this big crowd here, because Coventry are in front, and deservedly so. They had a couple of good chances. O'Hare was denied after his shot was straight at Ruddy from close range, but he made no mistake on half an hour. Little 1-2 edge of the area. O'Hare poked the ball past John Ruddy to give Coventry the lead. Ruddy made a good save with his feet to deny Ellis Sims. At the other end, there's been a couple of shots from the edge of the area from Birmingham, but nothing that would have Brad Collins worried as he goes into the tunnel at half-time. Birmingham City's away day woes, well, they're showing no end here, because at the break, it's Coventry who lead Birmingham by a goal to nil. Cheers, Hugh. Just underway, second half, as John Ruddy knocks the ball long towards Jutkiewicz, who's beaten in the air. No changes at the break as the ball played forward here, and Sims could be in on goal. Ball just bounced away from him, and not for the first time tonight. Mark Roberts coming to Birmingham's aid, then gets the ball back to his goalkeeper. That was just one long ball over the top corner, and they were almost undone.
Yeah, and it was one of those, been there as a forward myself, where you're just willing the ball to come down more quickly, and it doesn't. Bounces in front of Sims. He can't quite get the touch off, and again it just allows Roberts to get in, who is for me has been the best player in the Birmingham shirt so far.
Yeah, so 1-0 Coventry lead here. They have Collins in goal, and Ivike, Thomas, Kitching and Bidwell the back four. The midfielder Sheaf Allen, and the goal scorer O'Hare with Sakamoto and Hadji Wright up alongside Ellis Sims leading the line. Ruddy's the Birmingham keeper. A back four of Bakuna, Iwu, Roberts and Buchanan. Midfield of James and Bielik holding, with Mayoshi, Stansfield and Dembele behind Jutkiewicz up top, as Birmingham get it back towards John Ruddy. And here now is Roberts, who just showed momentarily a little bit too much of that to Hadji Wright, who's got 5 goals this season. He's been in amongst the goals in the last few games as well. He's not had too many chances, more the creator tonight. Here's Stansfield at the other end. He has been lively, trying to go down the right-hand side now. He's got Mayoshi with him, feeds it back to Mayoshi, who cuts in left-footed, trying to drive the cross. It's cleared away towards Hadji Wright, looks for the give and go over halfway. Strong challenge comes in from Bakuna, who's already been booked and has committed a couple of fouls thereafter, and I think the referee might just be telling him that is your last one.
Yeah, Bielik's trying to get involved as well, which probably isn't the best idea. Bakuna's trying to get away, and he's got to be right on his last chance now.
Well, they're on about sin bins in football. I think he'd be in the sin bin now, wouldn't he? He's had enough warnings, and you get the feeling one mistimed challenge. There are no subs warming up though for Birmingham. There's now the ball played over the top. Sims was going to chase it. He had a look at the assistant on the far side and said, "Am I off?" I think he gave him the nod, and he stopped running, and the flag went up.
Yeah, it's one of those things with Bakuna where it's not, a really bad challenge. It's just that accumulation. It's just the niggly little fouls that keep going, and the next one, I think he'll be seeing a red.
Yeah, 1-0 Coventry lead here, live on TalkSport 2. Huge weekend of sport on the way, live Premier League and Championship football tomorrow. The only place you'll hear it is on the TalkSport network. We've got live international cricket as well. West Indies, England, third ODI as the ball's played back to Collins, who knocks it right-footed over the halfway line. He will head it forward. And Mayoshi did well to control that now. Gets it out. Here's Bakuna. We know what a threat he is delivering the ball, but he lays it off on this near side to Jordan James. James gets it away to Bielik. And here now is Iro on that far side. Played it out towards Dembele, who cuts in, then tries to ease the ball out wide. Good tackle goes in there over on the far side, and that was Sakamoto back defending. And it's out for a throw-in. So Birmingham with some early pressure. There's several thousand Blues fans behind the goal away to our right, which is the goal they're attacking now, down their left-hand side, far side of the field as we look on. Bielik will lay it back. There could be a chance here for the cross that's swung in towards Jutkovic, who gets a header on it, but he tried to flick it towards goal and it rather looped off his head, and Collins just stands and catches it as easy as a warm-up catch in the build-up.
Yeah, and I think that the quality of the balls into Jutkovic so far haven't been good enough. There's not been a lot of pace on him. They've been looping. He's been quite far out as well, so to be able to direct the header with a lot of power from sort of the places in the box that he's been is always going to be difficult. They need to work it a bit better, Birmingham, and see if they can get better balls into him.
Full gone second half. Matt Wilson, Courtney Sweetman-Kirk here at the CBS Arena. Hughes and Croft back at TalkSport, taking you through all the action in the AFL. Ball forward, looking to try and get Stansfield in behind. He's headed away, and Bidwell will bring it down, feeds it to Jamie Allen. And Allen now will come forward towards halfway, gets it away to Ben Sheaf, and now works it nicely to Bidwell again. Hadji Wright made a nice run down the side, but Bakuna was there before him, and Bakuna will bring it down and will just cut in field and roll it back to John Ruddy, who will have a touch into his 6-yard box and plays a nice pass out on the far side and trying to work over the halfway line, but they can't keep it in. Buchanan couldn't control it, and Coventry have got it back. And here now is Sheaf on the half turn, but he's closed down by James, and James has conceded a free kick and he's not happy about that. Birmingham thought they'd sprung the trap there. Wayne Rooney turns away in frustration. What do you think he said half time, Wayne Rooney?
I think first and foremost they've got to stay in the game. They can't concede early. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's game over at 2-0, of course it's not, but it's a long way to be in there. So I think for the first 10, maybe 15 minutes we'll see them be quite pragmatic, but the later on it goes in the game, if they keep it 1-0, they've then got to be more expansive. They've got to be more exciting getting forward. As I mentioned, the balls into Jutkovic have got to be better, and they need to get Mayoshi on the ball more as well. Yeah, they do. Here's Dembele, who's just outnumbered. There's Sakamoto back defending. He's done a good job up and down the right hand side, hasn't he? Tatsu Sakamoto shows some great skill in the first half, and now Dembele's gone down after that challenge. Looks like he's going to be okay. He just gets up slowly to his feet, and Coventry have got a free kick about 10 yards their side of the halfway line. 51 on the clock, TalkSport 2, and we're back in the Championship tomorrow at 12:30. We'll be at Ewood Park for Blackburn against Leeds United. Live and exclusive on TalkSport 2 tomorrow. Ball play forward for Jutkovic, lays it off to Mayoshi, who just backed out of the challenge, but in the end that was the right thing to do. But then the ball taken away from Stansfield, and lovely feet from Allen under big pressure, gets it back to his keeper, and Collins will side foot it forward. Roberts should win the header and does, gets it away. Bielik on the turn, holds off the attentions on that far side, and Birmingham get it down. Not playing with any great urgency. It is only 1-0. There's still plenty of time, and well, Ellis Sims will be disappointed with himself there. There was a really strong header in midfield from Sheaf, and it went between Sims and the defender, and Sims was just on heels a little bit. Yeah, I think it almost switched off, hadn't he? And I think if he had anticipated that ball, he'd have found himself in a really good position. But you mentioned Allen earlier as well, Mark, and I've really enjoyed watching him today. He's not done anything overly spectacular, but he's been so tidy on the ball, and when Coventry are played out from the back, he's been that link from the defence to the midfield, and also done his defensive work.
Yeah, neat and tidy, isn't he? As I said, he's not the biggest. There's a challenge goes in there from Bielik, who I think is getting increasingly frustrated here. Birmingham just can't get hold of the ball in the midfield. Brings down Ben Sheaf, the captain of Coventry. And the referee wants a word with Bielik. Well, Bielik was in Sam Allison's face, wasn't he, a few minutes ago, giving him plenty, and I think he might just be returning the fire here.
Yeah, and I think you've got to be careful. Obviously, the respect protocols around referees now as well, so they're not scared for dissent to give out a caution, referees.
8 gone second half. Courtney Sweetman Kirk with us tonight here on TalkSport 2. And now Coventry will get the play back underway. Sheaf showed a little bit too much of that, but he went robustly into the tackle and beat Bielik to the ball, and now the ball breaks out wide. There could be a chance for the shot, but it's a scuffed effort in the end. The cross goal there, and disappointment for the Sky Blues. That was half a chance there, and they couldn't quite get the power on the ball, and O'Hare just almost slaps himself on the head as if to say that was one that got away.
Yeah, I think he's disappointed as well, because Wright and Sims were with him, and you can't blame him because he's been full of confidence. The couple of shots he have had, he's scored or is forced to save from Ruddy, so you can't blame him for taking it on, but there were a couple of his teammates in a better position.
Good hassling from Coventry over on the far side. Birmingham earn a throw in, trailing by a goal to nil. Callum O'Hare on half an hour, his first after that ACL injury that kept him out of that playoff campaign last season for the Sky Blues. Here's Mark Roberts. Birmingham fans just tuning in might be wondering where Dion Sanderson is. He's injured, a problem with his foot apparently that flared up overnight, kept him out. Roberts comes in for a first start, and he's done very well tonight for the Blues, who've got another throw in right over on that far side in virtually an identical spot. So they'll play it. Still no real. There's a couple of Birmingham subs warming up, the Coventry sub as well, I think. I wonder when Rooney will make changes here. Here's Bakuna, who was booked early on and has committed a couple of fouls thereafter. So Rooney's walking a bit of a tightrope with Bakuna. He's putting trust in him not to get sent off. And now the ball with Dembele, who turns away and now runs towards the edge of the area. Great run, he's got to the byline and he's gone down in the area. Big decision for the referee to make, and he says, well, what does he say? He's going to book Dembele for diving, I think, here.
No, he's shaking his finger, wagging his finger.
So Dembele with a great run, amazing run. He was going at full tilt into the area. He went down in front of the Birmingham fans. They went up appealing for a penalty, but Sam Allison said no, yellow card.
See, this one is difficult, and you can't quite see from here, but the body language, I think, doesn't help Dembele here, because he goes down quite theatrically, in my opinion. And Thomas is very clever. If he does make contact very quickly, he pulls his arms away, pulls his body out of the way, as if to say, I didn't touch him. So I don't know if that influenced the referee, and as I mentioned, it was hard for us to see if there actually was any contact from here.
Yeah, and I've got to be honest, I didn't see too many, like earlier on with that Coventry penalty shot, when everyone reacted en masse. They didn't really react, did they? Now Coventry are breaking forward, and they've got 4-on-4 here, and Sakamoto's driving. He's got overlap on the far side. Can they find the cross towards the right? They can, and his header's down and straight at Ruddy. And again, just couldn't get the power on it, Hadji Wright, looking for a 6th league goal of the season. But the game opening up, and Coventry there had a big chance. Van Ivak's cross was headed down into the ground by Wright, but a routine save for John Ruddy. And now Birmingham coming forward. We've got a game on here on TalkSport 2 now. Beautiful touch from Sheaf, plays it forward to Sims, who does well under pressure, feeds it out to Bidwell. Bidwell over the halfway line for Coventry. Sliding challenge comes in from Stansfield. It's out for a throw-in for Coventry, right in front of us here. Well, it's out for a Coventry throw, but it is starting to open up a little bit now.
It's quite interesting though, isn't it, Mark? Because probably similar to the way the first half sort of went, in terms of it was quite cagey first 10 minutes, and then it started to open up. Birmingham tried to be more expansive. That then gets Coventry on the ascendancy, and it's pretty much what we're seeing here again.
Well, a couple of crunching tackles have just gone in, and Stansfield snicked the ball down the line, but Allen is again once there, and he beats Jutkovic to it and fields it back to Brad Collins, who's all in white, and his goalkeeping kit is in pristine nick. He's not really had anything to do tonight. Certainly not got any mud on it, as now Coventry break down their right. They lead by a goal to nil. Callum O'Hare's goal. Great ball for Hadji Wright. Can he take it in stride? He does. Into the area. Cuts back onto his right foot. Huge chance. In on goal. What a save, Ruddy. Came out and raised an arm to deny Hadji Wright there when he looked certain to score.
You know what, Mark? I think that's hit him in the face. He's took that full board in the face. He's made himself big, and I think that's why Yeah, the referee's coming over because he's took that clean in the face, and fair play to him. That's why I would never want to be a goalkeeper.
It's a great ball for Wright. Just had to go down the left-hand side. He cut back onto his right foot. You thought he was going to pull the trigger. He had an extra touch, and well, Ruddy was brave and came out and he threw everything at it.
Yeah, and you see Bakuna there as well. He knows that he's in big trouble if he makes the challenge for a couple of reasons, the penalty and potentially getting sent off. So he pulls out of it in the end, and then we're just seeing the replay back on the big screen. I tell you what, that's got to on a cold night.
Yeah, just noticed you putting the heated gilet on, were you there?
Yeah, I was. I was trying to do it in secret, but you caught me.
Yeah, I've outed you. Ball played forward by Birmingham. He's done well, Ruddy, there. He just got that extra half a second to get out, didn't he? When had that extra touch, and I think right when he hits that, he thinks that's going in the net, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I think the way his body shape when he comes out, he makes his arms really big. I know it hits him in the face in the end, but because he's made his body so big, that makes Hadji Wright it makes him think. It takes you half a second. When you've got a keeper rushing out at you like that, you do panic because you think you're going to get crunched.
Well, here come Coventry again. Lovely turn from Allen on halfway. Bidwell is out to his left. That's where it goes now. Bidwell has got O'Hare down in front of him. Here's Allen again, who's starting to pull the strings. Finds Sheaf, who drives forward. He's going to unleash his shot. Comes off a defender, back to him, edge of the area. I think the referee's going to give handball. I'm not so sure that hit his hand on that occasion.
No, I think that's harsh. I think it was his shoulder, and that's what he's telling the referee now. It looks like to me it hits him on his shoulder, and it's a shame because Coventry were in a real good position the way it bounced in the box for Sheaf.
We're listening live on TalkSport 2. Mark Wilson with the former Liverpool and Sheffield United striker Courtney Sweetman-Kirk here tonight. Hughes and Croft back at base, taking you through all the other action as well. Building up to a bumper weekend. Game day live tomorrow. All the goals as they go in with Adrian Durham from 2:30. We're live in the Premier League. Wolves against Nottingham Forest. Ian Danta and Perry Groves will be there for us. There's now Birmingham attack. Jutkovic plays it wide on the left. Tackle goes in. Referee, I think, has blown the whistle here. It's going to be a free kick for Birmingham City, about 12 yards from the corner flag, left-hand side of the field. So this is a chance to get the likes of Roberts and Iwu forward.
Yeah, and I'm just looking down to our left as well. More Coventry players and Birmingham players warming up now. It's getting to that time in the game, 60 minutes, where managers are thinking about changes.
Yeah, no Matt Godden for Coventry. His wife had a baby boy today. Congratulations to them. Night off from the football for Matty. As now, this is a dangerous opportunity. The Birmingham fans, and there are lots of them amassed away to our right, looking on here, hoping for an equaliser. The ball fired in deep, and he's tipped over the bar by Collins. In fact, he's tipped it away at the far post. That was a wicked delivery from Bakuna.
Yeah, it is. For a second, I didn't know whether that was just going to drop in the top right-hand corner. The save certainly had to be made, and Collins does really well with it just to watch it all the way.
Well, Bakuna has got the delivery. He's proved that a couple of times already tonight, and he's now got a chance from a corner, and Birmingham looking to level up here. Down the right hand side, the corner will be taken. Everybody back for Coventry. Ball fired in near post, flicked on, but straight into the arms of Collins, who got knocked to the ground there by Jutkovic, I think it was, following up. Just allows the defenders to get back. Roberts with a flick at the near post, but didn't get the power on it he needed.
No, it was a good run though, and it's the right idea, just trying to flick it on back into the bodies and near the goal. It could have gone absolutely anywhere, but luckily for Collins, he can come and collect that.
Here now is Mayoshi, gets the ball away to Jutkovic, who's not had a lot of good ball to deal with tonight. You look at the attacking options on the bench. Scott Hogan is there. Will he get an outing here? Ball on the Birmingham left-hand side. You're live on TalkSport 2. Good work over on the far side from Dembele. Can he produce a cross? He does. It's blocked. It hits the corner flag and it goes behind for a corner for Birmingham, who are starting to enjoy a little bit more territory now.
Yeah, it's probably their best spell of the game so far, but the important thing for them is, while they're enjoying it, they've got to convert this added possession in the Coventry defensive third and convert that into some tangible chances.
Bakuna again across there. The likes of Bielik and Roberts wait in the penalty area. Jutkovic is on the edge of the penalty area now. Dembele is across if they want to take a short corner, and Bakuna's been told to get on with it here. I'm not sure what the problem is over on that far side. He's certainly not going to be wasting any time. I think the referee's saying the ball might not have been over the quadrant, so he wanted it moving. And now he's moved it again. Well, Birmingham are behind here. They need to get on with this. They trail by a goal to 0. Well, are they about to level up here in the West Midlands derby? Ball whipped in again towards the goal, headed away from the 6-yard box. It'll fall on the volley. And the volley is hit by James, and the sarcastic cheer will tell you everything. That's gone way over the top. And with 63 gone, Coventry still lead by a goal to 0.
It's always going to be difficult there for James. He's got to run across it. There's the defender out on rushing as well, and to try and get that on target through bodies. He would have been better served to try and get the ball down and recycle it, keep it moving.
I'm sure the 27,000 at the CBS tonight as Coventry lead Birmingham. Ball forward for Jutkovic, heads it on, but it's over Stansfield, and not for the first time tonight. Jutkovic almost winning the header too well, isn't he? His teammates are too close to him.
Yeah, and that's the issue in terms of anticipating the ball when you're playing a number 9 up there like that you know is going to get the flick on. You've got to anticipate.
Well, here's Wright going the other way. Sims is in the middle, right onto his right foot, goes for goal, and he's hit it straight at the keeper. He had Sakamoto unmarked edge of the area. Did he do the right thing there, Hadji Wright? Good work down the Coventry right. As the referee allows play to go on, and Jutkovic has picked the ball up at the other end. He's looking to spread it wide to Dembele on the edge of the area. Can he engineer a shooting opportunity? He'll lay it back here. Mayoshi's outnumbered. The Sky Blues nick it away from him, but they haven't cleared it correctly. And it's picked up by James. So Birmingham attacking again. Here's Bakuna. Game really starting to open up here now as Coventry chase the second goal and Birmingham chase an equaliser. 1-0 Coventry lead. O'Hare's goal on half an hour. Well, should they have been 2-0 up, Courtney Sweetman-Kirk?
Yeah, they should have. It's Hadji Wright. He makes the wrong decision. Similar position actually to where he got that real good shot off and the save from John Ruddy, where he cuts in and probably gets away with one a little bit there. I know he's inverted and he wants to go on his right foot, but he needs to take that down the line on his left foot and cross it in for his teammate Sims. It's the wrong decision.
Van Ivak does well, gets it away now to O'Hare. O'Hare over halfway, gets it out wide to Sakamoto. Into the edge of the area he is now, down the right, feeds it to O'Hare, pulls it back. There was nobody there in a sky blue shirt, and Bielik couldn't believe he had so much time to clear it. Did Dembele foul? He did. Free kick 25 yards out over on the far side of the surface as we look down, but Coventry are starting to grow now. You get the feeling that a second goal in the game is coming.
Yeah, it can't be far away, and it's Allen again, by the way, who wins that free kick. The little push in the back, but he's just been absolutely everywhere tonight. Everything that he's done has been spot on. His passing, his anticipation of where the ball's going to land, his interceptions as well, has been absolutely excellent.
So free kick over on the far side. Jake Bidwell is there as a left-footed option. If one of them maybe is looking to curl it towards the far post, so someone gets a touch. Sakamoto is also over there as well. And there's a line across the penalty spot area. The likes of Jutkovic, Iwu, Roberts, James are all there for Birmingham, looking to keep the ball out of their net. Can Coventry get a second? Here comes Bidwell's delivery. It's deep. Should be to the keeper, who gets up really and catches it. And in the end, it's a disappointing delivery there. And the ball balled out. And here come Birmingham again as Bakuna just nudges it past his man there, Liam Kitching, and he's off. And he tries to play it forward for Stansfield. And he'll earn a throw in midway inside the Coventry half. Both starting to commit bodies forward now as we look for a second, approaching the final quarter of this game. Ball played here. Mayoshi skips away from one on his left foot. Can he find the shot? Tries to run through a challenge, and in the end it's sliced away, not convincingly, by Coventry. As we welcome along listeners on TalkSport to us here at the CBS Arena. 67 minutes gone, Coventry 1, Birmingham 0. The goal coming on half an hour in the first half from Callum O'Hare, who after almost a year out, his third appearance back, has his first goal of the season. But there's been chances for Coventry to double that lead. Hadji Wright just had a fine save out of John Ruddy, who saved it with his face from a close range shot. But here Bakuna and Birmingham have got a free kick and a chance to level it up. The game really opening up here. We've got the views of the former Sheffield United striker Courtney Sweetman-Kirk in a moment, but it's Birmingham here, roared on by a big away following. They've lost the last 7, remember, Birmingham away from home. Wayne Rooney's looking on. His side needs something here. They trail by a goal to nil. Bakuna's delivery is good. It's flicked on. It falls edge of the area. Mayoshi, can he get the shot in? Well, he can, but it's way over the top. Courtney Sweetman-Kirk, if anyone's looking like getting another goal in this game, it looks like Coventry.
Yeah, it does, especially Haji Rai down this left-hand side. Has been really exciting in the second half. As you mentioned, he got a good shot off, and it was a big save from John Ruddy, and then he's just gone down the left-hand side again, and it was just his decision-making. I think he could have taken it to the byline and found his teammate Ellis Sims, but Coventry certainly looking the more composed of the team, but equally, right, it's only 1-0, Birmingham still have a chance.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney about to make changes. 1 win in 8 for him. They've lost the last 7 away from home, and they're up against it. The game is live and exclusive across on TalkSport 2. We play to a finish. Just over 20 minutes remaining. It's Coventry 1, Birmingham 0. And we're about to see a change for Birmingham. In fact, changes for Birmingham. Well, we mentioned the prospect of seeing Scott Hogan coming on. He will come on, as will Ollie Burke. So the only question is who is going off. Well, one of the players going off is Jay Stansfield, and the other player going off is Mayoshi. And I don't think the away fans are overly happy with those two changes.
No, I must admit they've surprised me. I think you're probably seeing now that the fact that they might go a bit more direct with Hogan and Jutkowicz both on the pitch, so maybe we'll see more of a 4-4-2. It looks like that. You're just seeing Oliver Burke now is sat on that right hand side, the two big centre forwards, so it's going a bit old school. We're going 4-4-2. Yeah,
well, time is running out as Rooney encourages his team forward. Collins has it in the D, edge of his own area. Hogan goes to closing down. Ball over the top for Sims, who's being pulled back here. Big decision, and there could be a red card incoming here for Iwu. The referee, well, he's given a yellow card, and it looked to me like he was the last man. That is a huge call from Sam Allison. Courtney Sweetman-Kirk, did he get it right?
I don't think he did. I think his last man. There's 2 fouls in there as well. Initially he pulls him back. You can see his shirt's clearly being pulled. Then there's a mixture, I think, of a push in the back and tripping his heels. Ellis Sims, if that ball goes forward, he's one-on-one with Ruddy. I've got no doubt about it in my mind. I think that's a poor decision from the referee.
I'm just looking down at the Coventry technical area. There's no one up remonstrating with the official. I think they might be looking at the replay, actually, trying to get a better view of it. There certainly was a pull. It was right in front of us. Ellis Sims was tugged back there, but the referee awards a yellow card, and it's a free kick here that Milan van Eyck is going to take. Is he going to have a shot at goal? I think he is from distance. He hits it well, and it's saved by Ruddy. Away to his left-hand side. That was going right in the top corner. It's a fine Ruddy save. It's still 1-0.
Yeah, it's a brilliant free kick. It's whipped, as you said. It's heading for that top right-hand corner, and it's wonderful save, isn't it, from John Ruddy? You can see how strong. Gets a big palm to it. Strong arm to make sure that gets the good enough contact on the ball to get it away from goal, and he had to fling himself across goal. He moved so quickly.
He did. Great save. It's out for a corner. The danger not yet over. Corner whipped in towards the 6-yard box, headed away. Jutkowicz falls to Allen. It wouldn't sit down for him. Lays it back. Van Eyck is going to get another chance. No, he'll lay out for Bidwell. Puts the cross in, headed away by Hogan. It'll fall now to Sakamoto, and the challenge goes in, and there could be a chance here for Burke on the break. Burke on halfway. He's quick. He's trying to go past Sakamoto, gets back and gets just enough of it, and the ball back to James on halfway, and Birmingham will have to build again. 18 remaining on TalkSport 2, still 1-0. I'm not quite sure how it's still 1-0. There's appeals for handball against James, gets it away to Burke, tries to feed it into Hogan, but there's just too much on it, and Collins is quickly off his line and gathers for Coventry.
I don't know how that handball isn't given. James's arm is above his head. I know he doesn't overly know a lot about it, but it's certainly handball. It's lead to a Birmingham attack. I don't know how the referee doesn't give that.
Coventry have it at the back. I get the feeling there's another goal in this game. Coventry, are they going to regret missed opportunities? Fair play to John Ruddy. He's come up with 2 big-time saves right when his team needed him most. As Collins has it at the back, and he's closed down. He'll get it away left-footed, looking for Haji Wright, who wins the challenge. It falls for Sims now, is looking for support, gets it to Bidwell. Here now is O'Hare, the goal scorer. O'Hare just feeds it into space and Bidwell's off down the left hand side. 3 Sky Blues are waiting, great ball in, will it fall to any of them? No, it's flicked away from Sakamoto. Great defensive header. Ball on the right for Coventry now. 5 waiting in the middle, and Ivan gets it away. And he can't, he'll get it back here. Chance for the shot. No, he gets it to Bidwell. Bidwell, corner of the area. The home fans imploring them to have a shot here. They'll work it now to O'Hare. Back to goal is Hadji Wright. Sims, O'Hare. The shot comes in and it's straight at the keeper from Sakamoto. There are almost too many Sky Blues in the penalty box there, and it remains 1-0.
Yeah, I think it's actually Ellis Sims that gets in the way of Hadji Wright. It was a fantastic feat earlier in Van Eyck. I think he has to try and hit that with his left foot, but you see he's tentative. He wants to have the ball on his right foot, but the initial cross, by the way, from Bidwell, who was flying down the left-hand side, was absolutely excellent.
It was a great ball, but they couldn't get on the end of it. 16 to go here. Live on TalkSport 2. Palace, Liverpool, live and exclusive on TalkSport tomorrow from 12:30. Faye Carruthers, Sam Matterface and Scott Minto, our commentary team at Selhurst Park. And at Ewood Park here on TalkSport 2, it's Blackburn against Leeds. John Jackson, Nigel Adley and Mickey Gray, our commentary team. That game's not live on the TV in the UK. Neither is Wolves Forest. Only place we'll hear it on national radio is live and exclusive on TalkSport 2 tomorrow with Ian Danton and Perry Groves. Will it be Steve Cooper's last stand as Forest boss? As the clash of heads on the far side, and the Birmingham player, the Coventry player just holding his face, is now up on his feet. And the referee happy to let both players get underway. Might just be giving them a bit of a lecture there. I think Jukovic was involved as well. And in fact, Jukovic is going to get a yellow card there.
I imagine that's for dissent, letting the referee know what he thinks a little bit too much.
There's the 4th Birmingham player in the book tonight. Rooney's side are 15 minutes away from an 8th successive away defeat. Ball played forward by Coventry, but nicked back on halfway. Dembele does well. Now Ewu has it. Was he a lucky boy to still be on the field? Well, he's played in the ball to Dembele down the left-hand side. Hogan trying to get there in the middle. Dembele does well to keep it in. He's just trying to nudge into the air, and he's won himself a corner. That was good play from Dembele. There's a nice ball forward again, and Dembele earns Birmingham a corner.
Yeah, and they've worked it forward well, Birmingham. Had quite a few corners actually, but need to be creating better opportunities from them. The balls in haven't always been fantastic, not missing the first man, so need to start getting these right.
Well, they are more of a threat now. Hogan's on there as the corner comes in towards the far post. They're queuing up. Bielik got the header on it, but probably got in the way of his teammate there, and in the end it was a looping header. Now the ball bowled out here, and Coventry are looking to counter-attack with Tatsu Sakamoto. Cuts in off the right-hand side. He's driving forward. Lays the ball off to Sheaf. He's got Van Eyck out wide. It falls to Sims. Here's O'Hare. 8 yards. O'Hare dribbling through the box and smashes it in. Callum O'Hare's second of the night might just wrap up all 3 points for Coventry. He celebrates after a horrendous year out with injury. He is back, and he is back with a bang. O'Hare and Coventry have their second. It's Coventry 2, Birmingham 0.
You know what, you can see exactly what it means to him. Look at the celebrations, and such a big injury, and you love to see it, that player redemption story. But I tell you what, this finish, the coolness, the calmness and the composure is something else. When this ball comes across, 2 Coventry players miss it, so it's so easy when you think the ball's going to be hit to maybe switch off or take your eye off the ball, but O'Hare, he controls it initially extremely well, and then a lot of players will just hit this first time, try and get it away, but he waits and he waits. He almost goes good 5-6 yards across the box, maybe 3-4 touches before he unleashes it. I'm thinking hit it, he doesn't. I'm thinking hit it, he doesn't. He skips past about 3 defenders, and then it's a wonderful strike back across where he's come from, past Ruddy, and 2-0 is no more than Coventry deserve.
We mentioned about the prospects of Coventry improving as the season goes on. Well, when you get players like Callum O'Hare back, then things automatically get a little bit easier. What a player he is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And in all honesty, if John Ruddy wasn't in such good form today, it could be 4. So I've really enjoyed O'Hare today. He's looked sharp. It surprised me how sharp he's looked considering how long he's been out with injury.
Well, here's Dembele going the other way. Birmingham need a response quickly. 12 minutes left on TalkSport 2. Ball poked out for a throw-in. Over on the far side. Right, Van Eyck out on that far side. And listen to this place now. They are on their feet. Missed out cruelly in the playoffs last year. Well, they're a long way from that kind of level at the moment. But as we said, they're starting to get players back. Can they see this one out now? As Sakamoto, I've been very impressed with him. First time I've seen him in the flesh, and he's been great tonight as well for Coventry. Well, we wondered if they would regret missed opportunities, Courtney, but they kept creating opportunities and finally they put one away.
Yeah, they did. They didn't get disheartened. They kept doing the right thing, sticking to the process. And then on top of this, you think that Matty Godden's missing as well, who's the top goal scorer. So they're certainly going in the right direction.
You mentioned Hadji Wright starting to get some goals as well. He maybe could and should have had another one tonight. And listen to this. They're letting Wayne Rooney know he's a man under pressure. You're getting sacked in the morning is the chant going around the CBS Arena. And Wayne Rooney looks on. Look, I'm not writing them off yet, but it looks like they're not going to win here tonight. 1 win in 9.
It's a poor statistic, and I think we spoke about it pre-match, but it just shows he's not getting that balance right. You need to level what you want and where you want this club to be with the players that you have. And you know, he said publicly that these players at the moment can't give him what he wants, so maybe then he needs to realise if they're not capable of that, then they can't play in that way.
Well, Jordan James is going to, I would imagine, become the 5th Birmingham player to get booked, because he's just gone straight through the back of Callum O'Hare. That was a poor challenge. One born out, I think, of absolute frustration. Referee's going to have a word with him, and the referee now is having a word with Kitchen and with Jutkovic. Just telling him to calm things down here. It's Derby Day, there's a lot at stake. Well, that was a poor tackle from James. And the referee is about to show another yellow card here. And again, it's a straightforward decision, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no getting away from it. Goes through the back of O'Hare. Just no getting away from that. You can't hide it.
I think the good thing there is probably that O'Hare was expecting it and almost braced his body for impact. Here are Coventry now popping off the passes. Here's O'Hare, gets it wide to Bidwell. Bidwell into the area, stands up the cross, overhead kick just way over the top in the end from Tatsu Sakamoto. It was on and he went for it. The confidence flowing through the Sky Blues here tonight. They lead by 2-0.
Yeah, it was the right idea. I actually thought it was the wrong decision by Bidwell. He's floated that up to the back stick. I think he just needs to drive that almost across the line of the 6-yard box, but nonetheless Sakamoto trying to make the most of it. I think if that went in, it's certainly game over.
Ruddy will clear the ball downfield. He's side trail by 2-0. Callum O'Hare, 1 on half an hour, 1 on 77. And now the ball played forward for Ellis Sims, who stayed onside. Ayew goes across in close attention. Sims rolls in, and Sims is into the area, driving towards goal, pokes it across goal, and Hadji Wright didn't gamble. He stayed back. If he goes in front of goal, it would have been a tap-in. Great work from Ellis Sims.
It's fantastic, and I don't understand why Hadji Wright hasn't gambled on there, because you can see with the angle of where Sims is, the defender, that's the only place the ball can go, and you get yourself a tap-in.
They're flooding forward. Here's Allen now, feeds it to Sims. Sims gets it back to Allen, back
on track to tomorrow afternoon from 1 on TalkSport 2. Strap yourself in. Put the pedal to the metal for some high-speed sporting mayhem.
There's some wacky strategies out there.
In-depth racing analysis and big-name interviews.
He's still there, but for whatever reason, he just can't quite unlock it.
Keep ahead of all the action in the world of motorsports.
We want to keep pushing the technology.
Fast and first with the facts. On track. Tomorrow afternoon from 1 on TalkSport 2.
TalkSport Podcast League, Outspoken with White and Jordan.
Listen to the latest show whenever and wherever you want with Outspoken, the podcast from TalkSport.
I still think there's a lot of questions that need to be asked.
All killer, no filler conversation.
Did you say that he should be investigated by trading standards?
That doesn't pull any punches.
Because he was rubbish.
Outspoken with Jim Mighty White and Lord Simon Jordan.
That's a bit over the top. Well, there we are.
Out now.
Listen or download for free from your favourite podcast portal.
On track. Tomorrow afternoon from 1 on TalkSport 2. Strap yourself in. Put the pedal to the metal for some high-speed sporting mayhem.
There's some wacky strategies out there.
In-depth racing analysis and big-name interviews.
He's still there, but for whatever reason, he just can't quite unlock it.
Keep ahead of all the action in the world of motorsports.
We want to keep pushing the technology.
Fast and first with the facts. On track. Tomorrow afternoon from 1 on TalkSport 2.
Well, we'll get ourselves back to the Coventry Building Society Arena in a few moments' time, unfortunately. Just suffering a couple of technical issues before we head back to a game which, by the way, Coventry still lead by 2-0 against Birmingham City. Let me tell you about some of the great action we've got coming up for you over the next 24 hours here and across the TalkSport network. We begin over on TalkSport with an exclusive game of the Premier League tomorrow lunchtime. Crystal Palace against Liverpool. Liverpool looking to enhance their credentials for potential title winners as they go to a Palace side which has Roy Hodgson under pressure, at least from the fans, wanting to see just a little bit more from their team. Can they resurrect it with an excellent performance against Liverpool? All the build-up from 11 o'clock at Selhurst Park ahead of a 12:30 kickoff. 12:30 kickoff as well here on TalkSport 2, exclusively in the Championship at Ewood Park. Blackburn hosting Leeds. Blackburn smarting from that defeat to Sheffield Wednesday last time out. Leeds United beginning to purr under Daniel Farker and are already thinking quite strongly about their chances of automatic promotion, wanting to reel in Leicester and Ipswich at the top of the table. 2:30 here on TalkSport, Game Day Live with Adrian Durham. He's alongside the former West Ham striker Dean Ashton, Ray Parlour, the Arsenal invincible. All the goals as they go in from the Premier League, the EFL, including Manchester United hosting Bournemouth and Brighton against Burnley. We'll have our classified results service at 5 p.m. for you as well. At 3 o'clock here on TalkSport 2, a massive game for one side at least towards the bottom of the table. I also think Wolves, although they've been playing well, will be eyeing all 3 points as they host Nottingham Forest. Their boss Steve Cooper under real pressure now, smashed 5-0 by Fulham in midweek. He will want to see an immediate reaction, but so far big rumours in the newspapers and across sports media that he could be getting replaced very, very shortly. Almost, if you like, a game for his future. John Jackson will be your host for that one from Molineux. Commentary comes from Ian Danta and the former Arsenal winger Perry Groves. So a big, big day coming up on Saturday across the TalkSport network. Make sure you download the TalkSport app. You can ask your smart speaker for TalkSport or TalkSport 2 at any given moment and you will get great sporting coverage across this weekend. Let's head back to the start of it all in the EFL. Currently Coventry 2, Birmingham City 0 in the Championship in the company of Courtney Sweetman-Kirk and Mark Wilson.
Cheers, Hugh. Apologies, I think we had a power outage in the press box there. You've not missed anything. 4 minutes remaining. It's Coventry 2, Birmingham 0. The 2 goals from O'Hare. And not much happened since you were last with us, but the pressure growing on Wayne Rooney and Birmingham here. It's going to be 8 successive away defeats. We'll get reaction from both camps after it as there's a free kick for Birmingham. It's getting a little bit spicy this now, isn't it, Courtney?
Yeah, it is, and I think obviously there's quite a few Birmingham players on a caution, so need to tread a little bit carefully, understand the emotions run high, especially on Derby Day, but they certainly need to be careful. Yeah,
they do indeed. As the ball works its way forward here with Birmingham City into the feet of Burke, who's got back to goal, he gets the ball away on this near side. They're looking for the cross from Bacuna at the near post, and it's poked behind for a corner. Well, if they could get one here, Birmingham, there'll be a little bit of added on time. Wayne Rooney's put on 4 substitutes. Can they work the magic? They need 2 goals in double quick time here, or it will be an 8th successive away defeat. Bacuna to deliver from the right-hand side. Deep ball is flicked away, and Jordan James is going to have to run all the way across the field and get the ball, and he does. He gets it to Dembele. Dembele 25 yards out, floats the ball in, should be headed away. It is headed away. It falls to Ramel Donovan, his 3rd substitute appearance of the season. Here now is Bacuna, works it wide on the Birmingham left. Dembele the target here, still 2-0 here on TalkSport 2. Callum O'Hare with a double tonight. Cross comes in, dangerous ball in, great header away at the near post. There was a coming together. I think the referees deemed that was a foul, but you can't fault the Birmingham player there. I think it was Iwu who stayed forward from the back, trying to get on the end of it. It was a brave header away from Coventry City, and their 2-goal lead remains intact.
Yeah, and as good as Coventry have been going forward today, actually, they've defended really well. I suppose there's been a few scary moments when they're in possession playing out from the back, but actually, that proper defending that's needed to stick yourself in some difficult places and be really brave when you need to, they've done that extremely well.
They have indeed. Coventry have created plenty of chances second half, and again, you can't really see what Brad Collins has had to do tonight. Just maybe that Bacuna free kick that whipped in and just looked like it was going to dip under the crossbar. He did well to keep that out, but other than that, he's not really had a meaningful save to make. As Hadji Wright is going to chase the ball down, and he goes out for a throw-in. And time ticking by, 60 seconds of the 90 remaining here, live on TalkSport 2 of the CBS Arena. And Wayne Rooney looks on. He must be getting worried now, given the form that his side is showing, because it's not working at the minute.
No, it's definitely not working. It doesn't look like working. I don't know whether there's, the thought process that he wants to get to January and get his own players in, and spoken publicly about the players aren't, doing what he wants, but maybe he also needs to look at himself and, ask himself, are the players capable of it, rather?
Vank plays it back to his keeper, and Collins will knock it long. Sims the target, but it's away from him. It's brought down on the chest over on the far side. Here is Mark Roberts. I think he's had a good game tonight. No Dion Sanderson for Birmingham. And now we find how long is left tonight, and it's 4 added on minutes here at the CBS Arena. 4 minutes between Coventry and an important victory here on home soil, as the ball now is on halfway. Birmingham have it. And the ball back in Birmingham's half. And even in the second half, when they've been chasing goals, there's no discernible pattern of play, is there? There's no movement up top. They seem reluctant to put the ball in towards Hogan. I know he's not a big target man, but they need to get the ball in and around the box. Here's Dembele now. He'll work it out wide on the left-hand side. It's played now towards the edge of the area. Shot comes in across goal, and that was Ramel Donovan, the substitute. And Collins this time is forced into a save, a fingertip save as well, as Donovan's effort flashed across goal, and it's behind for a corner.
Yeah, it's a real good opportunity, isn't it? Forces a good save from Collins, but as you mentioned, even with the 4-4-2, the 2 centre forwards playing up front now, you think that there might be a bit more urgency, go a bit more direct Birmingham, but we've not really seen that either.
About a minute of the 4. Bacuna works the corner kick towards the far post, headed down, comes off a Coventry shirt. There's a coming together edge of the area. Now there could be a break here. O'Hare was going to go for goal then from 70 yards out. He had a look. Rooney was way off his line. Now they'll work it forward here. O'Hare has got bodies in front of him. I thought that's a harsh offside then against Van Ivijk. He went offside, then he seemed to come back onside, and the official on the far side said he was offside. So nearly 2 minutes gone here of the 4 minimum added on, and it's still Coventry 2, Birmingham 0.
I also thought O'Hare was going to go for that as he looked at what a way that would have been to get your hat-trick.
I don't think anyone in the ground would have been bothered had he gone for it. That's a crunching tackle there from Bidwell. Bidwell lucky to evade maybe a card on that occasion. Ravel Donovan on the end of a strong challenge. Here now is Dembele on the turn. He works it forward now. Edge of the penalty area. Birmingham in last chance saloon here. Or it's going to be an 8th successive away defeat. And now the ball to Jordan James. James, 25 out, will spread it wide on the near side. Donovan, who's looked lively since he come on. Diminutive but skillful. Into the edge of the area now. Right hand side, pulls it back to Bakuna. Bakuna goes for the shot. That's blocked as well. Sims comes racing out, trying to put Roberts under pressure. And it works out on this near side. And the ball now, the break could be on this time. It's Jamie Allen, straight through the centre circle. He's got support with him, he's still running. Allen, is he going to pull the trigger? Looking for support, eventually just holds it up and says, well, we're 2-0 up, I don't need to do anything silly. He'll work it out to Hadji Wright. Wright goes on his left foot, he went for the goal. He got plenty of venom in it, but it was way off target. Hadji Wright's night of frustration continues, but credit him, at least he had the guts to go for the shot.
Well, exactly. I said earlier, didn't I want him to take it to the byline and take it on his left foot. That's maybe why he didn't do that in that instance, but I think it's, look, you've got to practice those things, you've got to work with your weaker foot, and that one he just got wrong at that point in time. But again, his positioning to pick up the ball on the edge of the box in that area in space has been really good.
It has. Oh, we're into the final of them added on minutes. Hadji Wright's just gone down. I think he got a knock. He's down. Mark Robbins just applauding his team. The job is all but done here tonight. And all of a sudden, I know they lost at Ipswich last time out, but all of a sudden this is 3 wins in 4. It's 1 loss in 5. They're starting to pick points up as they move up the table.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those as well. I think it always means a little bit more when it's one of the teams around you. So the fact that this win takes them above Birmingham in a derby game is massive.
It is indeed. Dembele looking to try and open up one late chance. We're in added on time of added on time. Again, the cross is blocked. Referee has a look at his whistle. Allows Birmingham to come forward again. James has it. Whistles around the CBS Arena, but there'll be a big cheer. And there is the big cheer because the referee blows the final whistle. And truth be told, Coventry dominated this game from the very start. I look up to the away end where the Blues fans were in mass ranks earlier on, and it's half empty. They are voting with their feet. They've left early, the Blues fans here tonight. Wayne Rooney's side beaten for an 8th successive away game. 1 win in 9 now for Wayne Rooney, whose side continue to slip down the table. But let's concentrate on the positives, and the positives are Coventry and Callum O'Hare, out for almost a year with an ACL problem. He opened the deadlock, broke the deadlock on half an hour when he fired in from close range to put Coventry deservedly a goal to the good. And his second, with 13 minutes remaining, wrapped up the tie. The ability to be calm under pressure, weave his way through a sea of bodies before he rifled it high into the net, that caused the CBS Arena to erupt in celebration. One of their favourite sons is back, and back amongst the goals. Mark Robbins' side pick up a huge 3 points here. A very much well-deserved home win. For more role for Wayne Rooney. The pressure building on the former Manchester United star. It's not working at Birmingham. What's going to change? Well, we'll find out. Reaction to come, but here at the CBS, it's Coventry 2, Birmingham 0.